We're here at Sugar Hill Church in Texarkana, Arkansas, and we have done a few improvements here, starting with new speakers, new projectors, new digital console. So let me show you around. Here in the back, we've installed the Yamaha TO1608 D2 with the Dante card, and what we do in these situations when we do a digital console over an old analog system is a lot of times we'll encounter a split snake. So we'll have the snake coming from the booth, sound booth, and then it comes into a box where everything is junctioned into another snake coming from the stage, which is a great way of doing it. So what we'll typically do is we'll just patch into that with our digital snake, and that keeps us from having to run all new connections there. And we left our old QSC amps in place. They're all working well and sound great. So along even with the Shure P4800 processor. That's an older unit, but it's doing its job really well. So with a little bit of tweaking, that's going to be just fine. Inside our cluster up here, there's a lot of steel studs behind the fabric there. It is acoustically transparent fabric, but there's a lot of steel studs going on in there. And so the old speaker cluster is a good JBL system, but they were having some issues with the mains. And so when we got up there, what we realized is there's a total of 6 Viscount organ speakers in that configuration as well. And the main speaker cluster was actually mounted between 2 of those, creating kind of almost a tunnel of sound just straight up the middle, and nothing feeding the sides at all. So we took steps to correct that by doing one TOA HX7 all the way against the fabric here in the front between the studs. And what that allowed us to do is get right up without letting any of those obstruct the sound, and get good. It's just one single 4-cabinet HX7, so we've got really good coverage up the middle. One top cabinet's directing in the booth pretty well, and then we've got coverage all the way almost to the corners here. But what we did is we took 2 TOA 8-inch two-ways and put them in the sides, so that we've got some good side feel going on into these areas here. It even spills up into these areas, which is just fine. No feedback issues or anything like that, and everyone hears really well on the stage. We replaced the old JBL monitors with the new Community MX8s. This is an 8-inch two-way vertical oriented stage monitor, which is really good sounding, really high SPL, but super small, really small footprint. So we really like using these every chance we get, and they are available in black or white, and so really versatile little speaker. They're even flyable. They've got fly points on them, but they work really great for a less obtrusive stage monitor. A projector that Optima just released. It's a very inexpensive little laser unit that's 4,000 lumens, very stripped down, not a lot of features, but it's bright, it's laser, and they're really small. And I was really impressed first time we've used these, and I didn't know what to expect at that price point, but they look really good. They're great little projectors. We ran fiber optic HDMI all the way from the booth to each projector, and then we mounted the 75-inch stage display here in the back and ran a fiber optic to it as well, all home runs, so each display is addressable. We replaced a lot of the media players and recorders and things like that here in the rack with just the single Denon DN500, which is an all-in-one media player, which is SD, CD, auxiliary, or Bluetooth, and or USB. So it will play just about from any source. We've got the existing power sequencer above that, which was part of the old system and is working just fine. We've got 4 of the the ULXS systems that were here, but we replaced a couple of those with some new SLXDs. We installed a Listen Technologies. It's the LT803 FM transmitter with over-the-ear earbuds. These are really neat. They are a rechargeable unit, and they actually have two different headphone jacks, which is really cool because you can plug in two sources into the unit here and then do a mix between them. So if you want it to be everything to go to one, everything to go to two, what that allows you to do is you could actually do assistive listening on one, and you could do a bilingual or a Spanish version on two, and so you could use the same system for both the assistive listening and translation. So that's kind of cool. And of course, we installed a Yamaha TF5 32 channel console, actually 60 channel console with 32 fader console, and this is the third one we've installed in the last month and a half. And once we installed the first one, we really enjoyed it. We really felt it was more intuitive than a lot of the other ones, but more than anything, it was the price point. These come in at a much lower price point than the Allen Heath SQ series or even Soundcraft SI or anything like that. So, but pretty feature rich, pretty powerful, but a lot more intuitive in a lot of ways than some of the other ones. We're eager to get started with your church project as well. Contact us at bensburg.tech or 870-814-0714.